Morning and welcome to Going Deeper. This is a kind of a new segment that we're doing to expound upon what we do on Sunday mornings. And Sunday I spoke out of 1 Kings chapter 17 and then I tied it in with the New Testament on understanding more about generosity, but how generosity connects with the gospel and what God has called us to be as a church. And today I want to read out of a letter that the Apostle Paul, who converted from Judaism to Christianity, and he writes to a guy he was discipling named Timothy. And we find this passage in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 17 to 20. And so Paul tells Timothy, he says, "Teach those who are rich in this world not to be proud and not to trust in their money, which is so unreliable. Their trust should be in God, who richly gives all we need for our enjoyment. Tell them to use their money to do good. They should be rich in good works and generous to those in need, always being ready to share with others. By doing this, they will be storing up their treasures as a good foundation for the future, so that they may experience true life." Timothy, guard what God has entrusted to you. Now, in fact, some of the other translations, I believe the King James, the ESV, and the NASB use the word guard the deposit that God has, or guard what God has deposited in you. And so when we think of deposits, we think of things we put in the bank. We get a paycheck, we deposit it in there, and then from there, we're able to live off of that. Well, the Bible talks about generosity, and it connects it to this idea, and it says, so that you may experience true life. When you and I serve other people, when we're generous with our time, our talents, and our treasures, when we give of ourselves to other people, the Bible says this is what it means to experience true life. Is it possible to live this life and it not really be true? That we're living a fake version of it? Well, I believe Jesus had pointed this out when he said it's better to serve or to be last, so that the last will be first. He talked about this upside down world of understanding, how we give to others, but God sees what we're giving. Well, here Paul continues his teaching by saying to Timothy, if you want to experience true life, be generous. Be generous how you serve and love other people. It even says good works. It talks about how you want to deposit something. Well, deposit generosity. And there's more to think about. Hopefully this is a passage you can meditate on, and I'm going to meditate on the rest of the week. But what does it mean to experience true life? Well, the gospel is about giving and not receiving. Hope you have a great rest of the week. May we as a church be known in the community as generous, and people would see Christ through our generosity.